The parents are a mess, girl. And ma'am had a whole black eye. Okay, this is what I heard. All right, let me tell you what I heard. So, do you know the story? So, this couple, let me find a picture of them. Hold on. This girl, look at the daddy, baby. He looks like he wants to be cute in a way, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's wrong with these two. So, goes into this lady says that she left the football game to go get a mouth guard at the Big Five store, which is like a Dick's or Academy or whatever. And she says she pulled into the Big Five store and the baby needed a diaper change. And she gets out the car and she hears someone say, "Hola." And she turns and all she remembers is she saw white. And then when she came to, the baby was gone. And baby been gone ever since. And it's been like 4 or 5 days now. Maybe this is the 5th day. Now, people were commenting that her black eye is not black enough. It's healing. Okay. It's giving that it's the wrong color for this type of a black eye to be fresh. Is giving that the black eye is not giving what it should be giving for the time that she allegedly got punched in the face and they stole the baby. Okay. So people are starting to side eye. Also, it's been alleged that her and her husband went into the Big 8 saying that her car was hit or something a few days or weeks before and asking did they have cameras outside so they could run it back and see who could have potentially hit the car. And so there is a employee at the Big 8 who recalls them coming in asking about cameras, as well as there are some restaurants and stores in the area that had cameras and that they are now running back. And I heard as well that there is no footage that has been collected, because there has been footage collected. There's a Mexican restaurant across the street. There's a jewelry store in close proximity of the Big 8. And there's nothing that shows anything looking like what they said occurred. Okay. It has not been completely proven yet, but it's not looking good. The police have been to their home on 2 occasions. Last night, I think they went back there with a search warrant looking for the baby. And CPS removed the 2-year-old out the house. Okay. On top of that, how about Miss Ma'am's brother is in jail for first-degree murder for killing his girlfriend and covering up a murder scene. The daddy, this little boy's daddy, has had a cruelty to children prior situation with another child and his other baby mama. I mean, this is a mess. Some cruelty to children. I think she had a child abuse charge too. Like this is sad. I feel sorry for this little baby because he has clearly had no control over this mess that he was born into. But you know what I'm saying? Not to say just because her brother potentially is a murderer, because he's a convicted murderer, and not because her man has already had child abuse, cruelty to children situation, not because the black eye doesn't really match up. Okay, girl, low key. Well, I think they are, I don't know if she's Latina, but her man definitely is. She might be too. But yeah, trying to I think they have a large migrant community. But yeah, they're trying to they might be trying to blame, you know how people do. Whoever's vulnerable in your area, even if you might be the same culture or same racial group, there are low life individuals that will try to drag down the most vulnerable of the community, because why not? That's going to be the obvious in a way, but people are everyone is not stupid and everybody is not falling for the okey doke. It's definitely giving some Susan Smith vibes, right? Um let me tell you what else. They've lawyered up. So I'm giving you what I've heard in the news reports that I've been watching over the last 24 hours. They've lawyered up. They're no longer, I wouldn't say they're not cooperating, but they're not directly cooperating with the police anymore. Also, there was like a major foundation that goes looking for lost kids and missing or abducted, exploited children, that put up like a significant dollar amount for the safe return of the little boy. And they have canceled, they've rescinded their offer, so they're no longer supporting the search anymore because the parents are no longer cooperating. On the flyer that had phone numbers, how about the phone numbers have been disconnected or turned off? So like this little flyer right here, baby, they turned the phones off. The phone numbers are no longer working to be able to, if somebody says, I've got a tip, they've turned off the phones. These were, I guess, numbers to call directly to the parents. Done. Click cancel. So they're not really, so yeah, it's a mess. So people are worried in the community. People are worried all over the country. Oh my God. Lambo, would you leave my shoes alone? Thank you. Excuse me. Okay. Girl, Lambo stole my flip flops. Okay, he's always stealing my flip flops. Okay, so yeah, it's not looking good. But yeah, these are the parents. Let me take a screenshot of this because I feel like I don't know if I had that or not. The main when last night, it's giving me Chris Watts. Yeah, Chris, that was awful. Let's see. But yeah, the people are really, once you get the community involved, they've searched the house, they came with warrants, they bought in I mean, look, when the police bring the cadaver dogs to your house, clearly there's an issue. You don't just bring cadaver dogs.
Thanking you, please, God, please.
Rebecca Haro, inconsolable. A large bruise on her right eye the day after she reported to police that.
And they said that coloring is just not the right people. They were talking to a couple of medical professionals, and that is not the coloring you would expect had it happened in the time frame they say it happened. That's the rub on that. That like if she what she says is true, the black eye should look different.
She was attacked in this Big Five parking lot in Yucaipa, knocked unconscious.
Yucaipa, California.
She says by the time she came to, her 7-month-old son, Emmanuel, was gone.
He was very playful. He loved his sister. His sister always kissed him.
He was a healthy baby.
This little 2-year-old girl, big CPS has her.
He was crawling, he was kicking, he was playing with his toys.
Jake and Rebecca Haro say they were at 7th Street Park in Yucaipa last night for youth football. Rebecca leaving the park to come here to Big Five to buy a mouth guard for her stepson right around sunset when she noticed Emmanuel needed a diaper change.
I got him out of the car seat and I laid him down and so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, Hola, and that's all I remember. And I saw white. And a hearing sound, I fell on the floor. And as I got up, I couldn't
The little boy's even side-eyeing, like, what in the world?
find my son. I checked around my truck.
Whoever took our son, please give him back.
Investigators returning to the scene this morning. They had search dogs out here last night trying to pick up a scent. But so far, nothing.
That they didn't take any of her belongings. They just took our son.
Please, if anybody knows anything, please come forward, please.
Okay, let me tell you this. Okay, hold on. Let me get my notes. This is bad. Okay, authorities searching for 7-month-old boy who was reportedly kidnapped outside of a California store said that his mother has provided inconsistent statements and foul play cannot be ruled out. San Bernardino County Sheriff deputies began looking for Emmanuel Haro on Thursday night after mother Rebecca said that he was kidnapped outside the Big Five sporting goods store. She told investigators she was outside her vehicle changing Emmanuel's diaper when an unknown man assaulted her and knocked her unconscious, the sheriff's department said in a news release. Let me read the news release real quick. Okay, news release states on Thursday, August 14th, 2025 at 7:47, deputies in Yucaipa were dispatched to a retail business after Rebecca Haro reported that while she stood outside her vehicle changing her child's diaper, she was physically assaulted by an unknown male and rendered unconscious. When she awoke, the 7-month-old infant, Emmanuel Haro, was gone. Deputies in the K-9 unit from the San Bernardino, Riverside County responded and began an extensive search. Emmanuel was not located. Based on the circumstances, Sheriff's Specialized Unit Division responded and assisted with the investigation. Investigators interviewed multiple individuals, including Emmanuel's parents, Jake, who's the daddy, and Rebecca, the wife, the mama. During those interviews, Rebecca was confronted with inconsistencies in her initial statement and declined to continue with the interview. At this point in the investigations, investigators are unable to rule out foul play in the disappearance of Emmanuel. Investigators will continue to investigate to locate Emmanuel. They brought cadaver dogs to the house. Like, if they bring cadaver dogs, I mean, that's a bad sign, right? Like, if they're bringing cadaver dogs, it's because they may think that there's a death, right? And also they're inspecting your home. They basically don't believe what you're saying anymore. She told the investigator she was outside the vehicle changing the Emmanuel's diaper when the unknown man assaulted her and knocked her unconscious, the sheriff's department said in the news release. She told authorities that when she woke up, her son was gone. Haro told KTLA Los Angeles that all she remembers is hearing a stranger's voice before the alleged attack. I was going to get a diaper and somebody said, hola. I don't remember anything since. And Haro, who had a black eye, woke up here on the floor and I don't see Emmanuel. The boy's father, Jake, begged for answers. He's just a baby. Just give us our son back, please. Rebecca Haro's mother said the couple did nothing wrong. They're not going to hurt that baby, she told the station. They're not going to hurt that baby, she told the station. She's just going crazy. She can't handle it anymore. It seems like they probably did something with the child. It's very sad. The sheriff's office said the investigators used scent tracking dogs but the search was unsuccessful. Authorities also do not have any information on the alleged kidnapper. The boy's family declined to comment to NBC News on Monday. In an update, the sheriff's office said that it had interviewed multiple relatives, that Rebecca Haro was confronted with inconsistencies in her initial statement and declined to continue the interview. Let me tell you this. When they went to the ball field, there are people who said, but they never saw the baby. There was one lady who said that she wouldn't bring the baby out the car and said the car was running. So she wouldn't take the baby out the car. The car was running. And then next thing you know, she has to go run to the sporting goods store and she comes back and someone's like, you won't take the baby out the car to watch the baby, to enjoy outside, but you take the baby out to go into the sporting goods store and lo and behold, you get clunked and someone steals your baby. It's just weird. Girl, you said life without parole for both parents. Amid the investigation, Child Services in Riverside County removed a child from Haro's home. According to the sheriff's office, it is not clear why the child was removed. Another family member, because it's all going down on Facebook, another family member says they haven't seen the baby in a little minute. Okay. The Uvalde Foundation for Kids has announced an independent search for Emmanuel, but pulled its teams as well as $5,000 reward. So the Uvalde Foundation for Kids, they were putting up money and helping with the search, is canceled. They canceled it because if the family's not cooperating, like what are we out here for? You know what I mean? Like if the family's not cooperating, they're not answering questions, all of those things, baby, what do we need to be out here for? Something is not right in this whole picture. The organization's found this is an organization that specializes in helping with situations with children, and this is what the director said. Oh, what is this? Hold on, guys. Okay, my bad. Um, something is not right in this whole picture. And the organization's founder, Daniel Chapin, said in a statement Monday, we hope law enforcement will continue to pursue this case so that this precious child may be found and placed in a safe environment. Then it's like we're just on the outside and we don't even know everything. But do you imagine that people who are closer to this case are making statements like this? The organization who was going to help with the searches said something is not right with this whole picture and they canceled all of their support. Baby, a mess. What else did I have on this? It's just their profile is weird. The fact that, do I have this information about the brother? Girl, her brother is a whole murderer. Rebecca's brother is in prison for first degree murder. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Rebecca Haro's brother is a nightmare. He's a nightmare. Let me see if I can get that for you. Okay, let me see what this. Okay. Okay, so I'm on Facebook and let me see. Hold on, let me pull it up for you. Girl, this was crazy. I was like, baby, they will tell it all on Facebook and go back to all your old posts, okay? True crime. Okay. me see if I can find this real quick. Is this? No, that's not it. I'm almost here. 1 second, guys. My bad. They are dropping all. It's almost like the people are crowdsourcing what they know about what's going on with this family. Okay. Let me see. Okay. James is Rebecca Haro. This guy right here. Homie right here. Okay. Just keep that picture in your mind. James is Rebecca Harrow's brother and Emmanuel's uncle. Rebecca is the mother of missing 7-year-old Emmanuel Haro. James Buhason, 35, was convicted of first-degree murder in 2017, death of 27-year-old Jalen Amanda Keith, ma'am right here with the pretty red hair. She was found in a bathtub of their Palm Springs apartment with a gunshot wound to the forehead. Prosecutors argued that both Bohosen rendered Keith unconscious, placed her in a tub, and then shot her hiding behind a shower curtain to avoid blood spatter. He then tried to make it appear as if she had taken her own life. Investigators pointed to Keith's text messages showing she had planned to leave him due to drinking and escalating violence. The jury sided with the prosecutors, rejecting the defense's claim that her health issues pushed her to self-harm. Okay. The reason why this is interesting is because this family has a very strange history. And I think there's also another nephew or cousin who passed away under some strange circumstances. There has been child abuse, child neglect. I think the more that they are finding out about this family, the more something is not right. And I really, really hate it for this little boy. And it's very sad. It's very sad. And I hope that he is okay, but it's not looking good. It's really not looking good. It's very, very sad. And these people are probably not good people. The little boy Emmanuel's parents are they're suspect at minimum. They are very suspicious and it's not looking good. Let's see what Ukaipa Police Department had to say. Ukaipa. So yeah, that's probably not the newest. But yeah, poor little boy. Just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. It's very, very, very sad. And then they probably this is okay. So this is my thought also. At the end of the day, all they have those 3 other kids. This is the deal. If they were at a girl, I saw this comment and it just got into my mouth. If they were at a football game or football practice on Thursday, they need to talk to the children. Who got a ride with Rebecca and Jake? They need to talk to those kids and find out what the hell is going on with that baby. Because the kids know. If the baby hasn't been around for a couple of days or mommy and daddy beat the baby or something like that, the kids are going to know. And they took the little girl into CPS custody. She's 2 years old. Now, is she 24 months or is she almost 3? Because there's a difference. When you say 2, you could have a child that's 24 months and you can have a child that's damn near 3 years old. And the difference is that they're going to be able to communicate a lot more. Okay. So if little Miss Ma'am is 2.5, almost 3 years old, she can say she's going to be able to talk more fluently than a fresh little 24-month-old. And it was giving, she might be like 2.5 going to the 3 side. But when they said 2, there's you know what I'm saying? It just depends on the spectrum of 2 years old. For, brand new 2 or almost 3 2, right? So there's that situation. But with them taking the 2-year-old out the home, I'm sure they're forensically interviewing to find out what's been going on. And hopefully, if the other kids, because she said she went to the store to buy her stepson a mouth guard, it's quite possible if those kids don't live with them full time or they're back at their mama's house, and the mama is one of the ladies that Jake had a situation with previously, the child cruelty charges, those kids could be talking, especially if something was weird or just we haven't seen the baby. The baby was sick. The baby was tired. Mommy, like, we don't know what happened to the baby. We haven't seen the baby. I'm sure the kids can give an indication which way the police need to go, especially since the parents have not been cooperating. And then you came to us. You called us on 911 and told us someone snatched your baby and wanted us to come help you. And now we're here to help you and you don't want our help? Make it make sense. Okay.